Also 1 Pokegear to help find them. 4 Fighting Gong, of course. Only 3 Nest Ball, but the Fighting Gong finds most of what we need more aggressively. 4 Night Stretcher for recovery. And on top of that, we have some more recovery for energy. We have a single energy retrieval and a superior energy retrieval. I didn't actually play any games with the superior energy retrieval, but I definitely found myself wanting more energy recovery, especially once I cut down to 7 fighting energy when I had to make room for the Koraidon EX. So I'd either like to find a room for like a 3rd energy retrieval and cut the superior energy retrieval, or maybe like 1 superior energy retrieval plus 1 energy retrieval is enough. I'm not too worried about having to like discard cards from the hand to be able to make this card work. And being able to recover like 4 energy seems pretty good. We do cycle pretty aggressively through our energy after the first Blood Moon goes down. After we've used a couple lunar cycles, there's going to be plenty of energy in the discard pile to recover with the superior energy retrieval. The question really just is, do we have enough cards in hand that we can afford to give up to actually utilize it? 1 counter catcher, like I mentioned, 1 Earth and Vessel to help us find the energy. The energy switch, like I mentioned, allows us to basically set up 2 Monkey Dories out of nowhere, or move energy from a Monkey Dory to an Ursaluna to attack with it, while still being able to pull off an Adrenabrain that turn, stuff like that. A Pokegear just help us find our supporters a little bit more consistently. 1 switch for a little bit of mobility. The Blood Moon Ursaluna does have 4 retreat cost, which is pretty terrible, and then the Blood Moon Ursaluna EX has 3 retreat cost. So we have a lot of bad starters in this deck, and also there's the Koraidon, but I guess in most situations we'd probably just start using Splitting Beam aggressively and just try and make it work. But yeah, a lot of bad starters, and Air Balloon isn't really enough to even get the Blood Moon Ursaluna out of the active aggressively to get into a Soul Rock. Switch is really the only answer for that. An Air Balloon, counter gain, EXP share the Turbo Energize, and then there is a Vengeful Punch in here as well. And this card's actually pretty cool, because most times once we attack with our first Blood Moon Ursaluna, our opponent's best target to KO is the Blood Moon Ursaluna. If we put a Vengeful Punch on it and they KO it, they actually take 4 damage counters, which sets up perfectly for our follow-up Blood Moon Ursaluna. Other things we can do with the Vengeful Punch is like put it on Pheasantipity sometimes, can be pretty cool, because it makes it weird or awkward for our opponent to go chase our Pheasantipity if that's kind of their route to victory, is chasing our 2-prize Pokemon in play, because then it just sets up damage counters for a follow-up Blood Moon Ursaluna. 3 Calamitous Snowy Mountain. Honestly, this felt pretty fine. Most decks in the format don't play more than 2 stadiums, so it's pretty easy for us to win the stadium war with 3 Calamitous Snowy Mountain, especially with the secret box to aggressively find it. And then the one of Artisan, I wasn't like too sold on this, but especially now that I've added the TM Turbo Energize, I found myself pretty often going like turn 1 secret box through Arven to find Nest Ball, Artisan, Turbo Energize, or whatever other tool I want. If I use the Arven to find the Turbo Energize, find 2 tools, whatever it might be, maybe find 1 tool off Arven, then discard it with secret box. I feel like I don't need it for the situation. And then that finds 2 Monkey Dories, and as long as we have an energy in our hand, we can Turbo Energize to get 2 Dark Energy on our 2 Monkey Dories, and then those are loaded up, ready to go, and then we have to set up the